isn't based on money or girls. Economy's down, but I'm still living blessed. They don't understand how, so I try to tell them that it's 'cause you are my everything.
What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Stages. Welcome to Stages. Welcome to Stages. I don't know what week in quarantine we are in. I'm glad that people keep tuning in. I'm sorry about the last video. I'm gonna try to make sure I get that corrected as far as like the sound was being weird. So I don't know what happened there. So I'm definitely gonna try to upload it again and see like what was going on. So I'm definitely gonna try to fix that. This week's episode is called Growing Pains. Okay. I just want to get straight into it. So pretty much like getting towards this week, like getting towards this upcoming week. I just been doing a lot, like doing too much, honestly. I've been doing too much when it comes to like me trying to work, because again I got and I'm working this thing out, so it's getting to a point where I'm starting to work out this whole like me trying to work to please God and instead of just working out of love. And sometimes it click in, and sometimes I gotta just sit back and just sit in the Lord's presence and really just be able to feel and embrace him and feel his love and feel his comfort and feel his grace, because sometimes I just be doing too much. And this upcoming week I've been getting smacked in the head with it. Like it started like when I kind of had to get checked not too long ago. It's just because I'm a dig in. So a lot of times, like when I go to with our church service, like we alternate, and most of the time I'm doing prayer. So like when I'm doing prayer, a lot of times I just have to sit with the Lord, hear what the Lord got to say, and then just dig in and pray. But a lot of times, man, I just been going about this thing just the wrong way, and I've been doing too much. I'm recognizing and understanding that less is more, especially when it comes to God. I know a lot of times we need to do what we need to do as far as like our portion, but sometimes the Lord will just tell you to step back and just do less. I don't need all of that what you giving. I just need something very particular and specific, and give the word that I need to give. Let it be powerful. Let me do the rest and step out of the way. And sometimes my ego gets in the way. Sometimes my pride gets in the way. Sometimes my fear of failure or my fear of me not being enough. And we talked about this before. Like this fear of me not being enough gets in the way of the Lord really being able to do what he needs to do. And the weight finally hit me. Like the weight finally hit me, and I was just tired. I finally tired myself out, where I'm just like, Lord, like I need you, like I'm sorry. And the best thing that we can have with the Lord is really like forgiveness, because he really can be able to just reel us in. You know what I'm saying? There's grace that comes with it. And when I say, Lord, forgive me, like he throws everything, all the condemnation, all the shame, all the guilt, he throws it away. Even though sometimes I got to get into his presence for me to get the effects and for me to really feel it. But, yeah, that's what I really just been dealing with this week. Again, less is more, and I'm really trying to focus and do what the Lord asked me to do today, and get on out. But literally, that's what's been going on. It's like finals has been hitting, so I was up. I'm trying to figure out how to get some money in my pocket. Like it's a lot of things going on where I'm trying to do a lot of stuff in my own strength, and simply the battle isn't mine, it's the Lord. A lot of times we hear that, and it sounds real cliche, but a lot of times, man, sometimes you're really doing too much to not allow the Lord to step in or for him to get the glory. Sometimes I forget that, like, you know what I'm saying? This is about the Lord. This is not about me. This is not about like your insecurities. This is not about, you know what I'm saying? And if I honestly do what he asked me to do and I take a step back and just allow it to be less, my insecurities will drop out because I know that I got somebody on my side that's looking after me. I know I got a guy that's taking care of stuff. And a lot of times I get in my mode where I forget that. I get in my mode where I'm too deep into my head. I get in my modes where I'm just doing too much. And I actually now have the time that I can take a step back and just breathe and relax and just be like, and really just look and appreciate what the Lord is doing. It's a sunny day. It's 8 o'clock right now, okay, when I'm doing this. It's 8 o'clock. It's sunny, sun beaming in there. Sorry if it might be slight glare, but like, I really need to just take the time back, take a step back, and really just be able to hear what the Lord's saying to me, do what he asked, to a T, and step back. Sometimes, you know, like the word obedience is better than sacrifice is so much better. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's good for me to just do what he says instead of me having to reap the consequences, me having to do so much stuff afterwards because I got a listening problem. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna keep it a lot because more importantly with this YouTube channel, what I'm trying to do, not only am I trying to talk about like how things are with me being celibate and things with me trying to, you know, get in relationships and have relationships, man. Like my most important relationship I have more than anything is with God. And that's real. Like I can't function and I can't move out of anything else but my place that I have with God. That's why I'm naming this Growing Pains, is because I feel like in a weird way, even though me personally feeling, direct feeling, I feel like I can't do anything right. Even though I know that's wrong, and I gotta sit with the Lord and allow him to be like, look, man, you're good. And he constantly keep telling me that I'm good and that things are gonna work out. But there's a position and a posture that he wants me in for whatever next level, whatever next step, or whatever's coming ahead of time. I need to get this now and get this growing pain now, is because however the posture and the relationship that I have with God and the constant seeking and the constant paying attention and the constant knowing what he's asking me to do and doing it, I need to have that constant relationship where I sit back and relax and talk to him. I need that now, is because wherever I'm going ahead of time, and I was reading this a little bit in my book where what is it? I'm sorry, I'm kind of looking at the book at the same time. It's Tony Evans' book. It's called The Power of God's Name. He was talking about like, man, like honestly, like it's a posture and there's something that the Lord's trying to do with you and something that he's trying to get into me right now. A place where I understand where my help comes from, a place where I understand who I need to listen to and who I need to focus on. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's things that he's doing in me right now. So when whatever's next come, whatever place that I go to next, whatever mind state, whatever I'm doing next, whoever I need to talk to next, the main person, the main thing that I'm focused on, the main obedience, the main understanding that I have is Christ. And that's the most important thing that I'm actually really getting out of this, is that sometimes, man, I get into my Alex mode where I'm just doing stuff. And sometimes I just need to take myself away from the doing and understanding on who I answer to, who directs my steps. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do a whole lot of work and, you know, you can do a whole lot of work, but I need him to balance that out so that I know that my working is not in vain. Which leads to the next scripture. I'm going to read from 1 Corinthians 15, verse 58, where it says, "Therefore, my brethren, be steadfast and immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your work is not in vain in the Lord." My problem was that I was doing work, but it wasn't the Lord's work. So it doesn't take away from what I was doing, because work is important. You know, scripture says faith without works is dead. Okay, work is the work that I need to do is important, but it's important for me to get an understanding of what work I need to do before I step out and get to doing stuff, so it won't be in vain. It's important for us to know, like, it's important, like, balance has been like the most important thing that I've been getting an understanding of, is because, again, I do things, I try to do it big, cuz no, but like, I really do try to do the most, and a lot of times I'm starting to I'm getting an understanding, I'm getting more of a clearer understanding of balance and how to get balance. I know everything's not gonna be even keel all the times, because I'm human, but I can get a little bit more peace. I can get a little bit more rest. I can get a little bit more understanding. Confusion can be removed out of the way. It can be a lot more. It's when I take a step back and just lean on Jesus. It's really the most important relationship I've ever had in my life, and I've been getting an understanding of that, and like the level of restoration and the level of change that I see with my frustrations when I took a step back. And this only happened within a couple of days, so it's amazing to see how quick the Lord can work sometimes. But if I take a step back and just lean on him, that he take care of the rest. And a lot of times I miss that he's supposed to be that cornerstone. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I need to be reminded. Sometimes I need that swift kick to be like, look, this ain't your show. Sometimes I need that humbling. Sometimes we all need that humbling. that humbling situation. Like, look, fam, like, this is me. And you need to be reminded of that. Like, everything that you're doing is for me. And I get that. But, again, I'm going to practice what I preach. I was told to give y'all something. And I'm going to head out. Thank y'all for tuning in to Stages. Again, the episode that I had previously, I'm going to try to upload that again, because I see like I had a quick Pootie Tang moment. If you haven't watched Pootie Tang, that's a hilarious movie where he just be singing and you don't hear anything. You be doing all the movements. Hilarious. But, yeah, I'm going to fix up the next episode. Like, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about it. Tell a friend. Tell your grandma, auntie, uncle, dad, friend, whoever. Thanks for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in to Stages. I appreciate everything. I appreciate y'all constantly tuning in. Thank y'all for the great feedback. Thank y'all for the love.